Hello, ladies and gentlemen, and welcome to episode 18 of 9 Hours, 9 Persons, 9 Doors. And yeah, what is there to say? If you followed this playthrough closely, you can kinda guess what's gonna happen. I guess within the next episodes. I am not 100% sure how many episodes this will be, but we're definitely reaching the finish line. The story heated up already way earlier, but we're gonna freaking up the temperature even more. And I would say we're gonna go straight into the game because I'm hoping that with how the PC version is working, that I don't have to replay anything and the trigger for the true ending is hopefully unlocked. By the way, I should not fucking put a cup of coffee on the cable of my mouse. That seems to be extremely dangerous. But yeah, as you can see, we have the flowchart here, and we pretty much got a ton of endings. We got a most important ending in the middle, that was the so-called safe ending, and with that safe ending, as you can see, we hopefully unlocked, is that the unlocked sign? Yeah, it seems like to be the unlocked sign. We unlocked the coffin ending. What means we can continue on our path to the true ending. We're gonna get some stuff that is getting, how is it called? Yeah, that we read already, but I'm not gonna skip anything here, because this is the road to the true ending, and I guess the road to the true ending starts now. Ladies and gentlemen, fasten your seatbelts or whatever, here we go. As you can see, it's the 3 left behind. So, and we should... At this point, we should get new stuff. I'm not sure how it works with the PC version. Like I said a few times already, on the Nintendo DS version, you needed to play the game from the beginning again. But because you can jump all over the place in this version, I'm thinking that we will not get the coffin ending. We will get the coffin ending, but at the same time, it probably will continue.
June.
So, what do you want to do, Junpei?
What do you mean, what do I want to do? What can we do?
What the hell is that?
Shh, quiet!
Where is it coming from? Could it be?
Hey, I think it's coming from this coffin.
You're right!
Let's open it.
But how?
What are those muscles for? For show?
You're telling me to force it open?
Just shut up and try! Damn it!
It won't even budge. Not another one.
Yeah, looks like it.
Do you think we have to put in the right password or it won't open?
I think so. Whoever or whatever's inside this thing wants out, and now.
I know that. But how?
Without a passcode, I don't think there's much we can do.
Isn't there a hint somewhere?
Well, let's look for one.
Ugh, there's nothing here.
Not making this easy, are they?
I completely forgot how relaxing 9 Hours, 9 Persons, 9 Doors is for me as recording it. Because in 99% of the cases I don't have to talk. I'm enjoying this right now.
What's the passcode? What am I supposed to do? How can we figure it out? I need something.
Truth had gun, truth had gun, truth had gun. Ah, now truth is asleep in the darkness of the sinister hand.
Wait, what? What the hell was that? That voice?
Huh? What?
What's up?
Huh? Oh, nothing.
This is so good. He pressed the buttons. Oh shit, what was it again? I mean, it kinda doesn't matter if I fail it here, but I think it was left, right, left, right, left, right, I think. Yep. No? Okay, that's wrong. You should know that already. You should know everything. If you don't, then why did you bother to look at the bracelet? You already know that the darkness of the sinister hand is telling you to look at the bracelet on your left hand. That's why you looked at your bracelet, right? God, this is so good. Wait, was it? I mean, I can just freaking try and error it, but I think, okay, then let's try this one. God damn it! That's wrong, you should know that already. Okay, then it was right, left, right, left, right, left. There we go. The last recording session is a little bit away, ladies and gentlemen. Otherwise, I probably would have not failed 2 times.
1 4 3 8 3 4 2 1.
Huh?
Huh?
Hey, what the hell were those numbers?
Oh my gosh. Are those?
1 4 3 8 3 4 2 1. 1 4 3 8 3 4 2 1. No way!
What?
Why are you...
Oh? Is that you, Clover? I apologize for worrying you.
I mean, I guess that's the first thing that you say after you got abducted or something like that, and probably your sister thought that you dead.
Snake!
You? Why?
Junpei? And Seven? Is that you? Is everyone else there as well?
Jeez.
You're back.
Ah.
Gently now. My body's still a little weak.
Oh, you're back. You're back. You're really here. Oh, you're back.
Come now, what's gotten into you? You're acting as though I've returned from the grave.
Well, you kinda did.
Not as though you did. I really thought you were dead.
Huh?
You jerk! Idiot! Idiot! Idiot!
And with that, 9 hours, 10 person, 9 door ends, ladies
I
and
see.
gentlemen. Just
I
kidding.
believe I understand things rather well now. Thank you. In the shower room, there is a dead body wearing my clothes. Because of that, you thought that I was dead, correct?
Yeah.
You also discovered a corpse in the captain's quarters, and Santa turned on you here, in this room. Do I have it straight?
Well, the dead body in the captain's quarters is a surprise.
Sorry, there wasn't a good time to tell you.
Don't worry about it.
Well then. I've got a pretty decent idea of what happened while I was indisposed, but it's still something of a mystery who did all this and why.
Zero!
The corpse in the shower room that looked like me.
Well, we obviously kinda got that conclusion already, if you remember.
And the corpse in the captain's quarters. Why were they killed in the way they were?
You don't know?
No. Why would I?
The guy in the shower room. We don't know who he is, so let's just call him Mr. X. Anyway, this Mr. X is wearing Snake's clothes. But you're wearing some kind of weird robes. That means someone took your clothes and put them on Mr. X. We need to figure out who that was.
I apologize, but I have no idea who might have done this to me. I only just now woke up. I was unconscious during all the events you just described to me. They must have undressed me and changed my clothes during that time.
When were you knocked out?
When we split up to look for the red.
Where did they get you? Do you remember?
It was a small room in one of the hallways on C deck.
What happened?
The same thing that happened to every one of us when we were abducted. A canister releasing some sort of gas was thrown into the room. I believe the gas is some sort of incapacitating agent.
Then that means it was...
Zero.
Looks that way, huh?
There's nothing else I have to tell you. When I woke up, I was in this coffin.
Isn't it a little bit dangerous to put an unconscious person in a coffin? Aren't coffins like, I mean, there's no air coming in, is there? To breathe? Well, maybe you put a hole in or two. No, you probably didn't. But hey.
Why? Why did Zero make Mr. X wear Snake's clothes? How would that benefit Zero? I don't get it. What the hell does any of it mean? And I have no idea how I got the passcode for the coffin either.
Oh, this is so good.
Truth had gone, and truth had gone. Where did those words come from? Why did I feel compelled to push the buttons on the bracelet after hearing them? All I know is my fingers moved on their own. It was like I did it subconsciously. I don't get it. What the hell does any of it mean? Also, Snake and Clover had been subjects in a similar experiment 9 years ago.
The ability to access a morphogenetic field is affected by a couple of things. The first is epiphany, and the other is danger. And someone did actually die. A girl. Her name was...
There had been another experiment conducted on this same ship 9 years ago, and a girl had died during it. Morphogenetic field theory. The two murders. Switching clothes. The nonary game. Zero. He's the ringleader. The person who trapped 9 of us on this sinking ship. Zero should know everything. If we can uncover Zero's identity, all of our questions will be answered.
At any rate, we'll have plenty of time to decipher the details later. For now, it is of utmost importance that we escape. Junpei, it was 4:30 the last time you checked the clock, yes? That means we have less than an hour. We must hurry.
Hey, how are we gonna get out of here?
Isn't that obvious? Through the other number 9 door.
Oh yeah, you're right.
Oh man, guys.
With Snake, we can open the door.
Don't tell me you hadn't figured that out.
Come on, you gotta tell me these things.
I, assumed you'd figured it out.
I mean, he's more brain than muscle. I mean, he's more muscle than brain. So, I guess it's totally okay.
Forget it. Let's just get going. All right. You guys ready to go?
Yes.
Yep.
Not yet.
Not yet?
Huh?
Before we go in, I'd like to check something.
You want to check something?
Yeah, but before I do, Seven, could you pull the lever?
Oh.
I want to make sure we can verify with just the four of us.
What do you mean? We don't need...
Just do it, alright? But if the door opens, don't go in yet, okay? Please, this is really important. I really need to check this, okay? Work with me here.
Fine.
Well, the door is opening.
Alright, that means the four of us can go into door 9.
So, we knew that already. It's obvious.
Obvious. Yeah, you're right. It is. Now, what happens if we add Zero's bracelet?
What?
Zero's bracelet?
Why don't you take it out, Clover?
So you did know I had it. I picked it up because I thought it might be useful sometime.
This was on the left hand of the corpse in the captain's quarters. If you look at it, you can see it's got a 0 on the face. Just to make this a little easier to talk about, I'm gonna call the guy we found dead in the captain's quarters, Cap.
Cap.
Then I should be able to open door 9 with just me, Clover, and his bracelet. Though the big question is, if Cap is the mastermind of this game, would he really put one of these bracelets on? Anyway, let's just give it a shot. Clover, give me your hand.
Okay.
Now
Well,
the captain's bracelet.
5 and 4 is 9. Plus the captain's bracelet, what obviously is a 0,
And pull the lever.
is 9. So, I'm guessing we're good to open the door, are we? Huh.
Right. Now, what does this tell us?
Maybe the bracelet has to be on your wrist in order for it to work?
No, that's impossible. Did you see how the panel showed a third asterisk when I scanned Cap's bracelet? Whether or not it's on your wrist doesn't matter. All you have to do is put the bracelet near the panel for it to register.
Huh. Looks like you're right.
See? So what does that mean? There's only one possibility.
That bracelet isn't the number 0. Is that what you're saying?
That's right.
Then what number is it?
Let's find out.
Scan the bracelets with the combination, with this combination. Well, I would say we're just gonna fucking try out from top to bottom. Let's use Snake, Shunpei, and Cap.
Let's try Snake, me, and Cap. If this combination opens the door, then Cap's bracelet is number 2.
Okay,
No.
it's not number 2.
Cap's number must not be 2.
Then,
Let's go with Snake, Lava, and Cap.
let's try Snake, Clover, and Cap. If this combination opens the door, then Cap's bracelet is number 3.
Okay, it's not
Nope,
3.
it didn't open.
Then the number isn't 3.
Then,
Well, time for Snake, Shunpei, and 7 and Cap.
let's try Snake, me, Clover, and Cap. If this combination opens the door, then Cap's bracelet is number 4.
didn't open.
By the way, I think there was an error in the voice acting and in the thing. But yeah,
So Cap's number isn't 4.
so it's not 4
How
either.
about
Snake, Clover, 7 and Cap.
let's try Snake, Clover, 7, and Cap. If this combination opens the door, then Cap's bracelet is number 5.
It's not 5
No.
either.
So it's not 5.
It's not 2, it's not 3, it's not 4, it's not 5.
How about
Well, 7 and Shunbei and Cap.
let's try 7, me, and Cap. If this combination opens the door, then Cap's bracelet is number 6.
Huh.
Hey, it opened! The door opened!
Huh. So, the number 0 bracelet is actually a 6?
What? Why? What does that mean?
Isn't it obvious? Cap's bracelet is number 6.
But doesn't it say 0?
This isn't a 0. The symbol on here isn't a number 0. It's a letter O.
Oh.
Whoa, wait a minute. I don't get it.
Well, I guess are we going back to hexadecimal stuff? No, we don't. I'm not sure right now.
I mean, we figured out that Cap's bracelet is 6, right?
Yeah,
Does that mean there are 2 people with 6s?
There is most likely only one person with a 6.
But wait, wasn't the person with a 6 June?
But I don't get it. What about June?
Well, this is only an educated guess, but I think June's number was never 6 to begin with.
Whew.
Her bracelet was flipped. In other words, June's real number is...
9.
That seems the most likely.
Then all this numbered door stuff was just a load of crap?
Why would you say that?
Because if June is 9, then the numbers wouldn't match up. Here, look.
list of all the numbered doors June's gone through.
I'll let you know what I'm writing, okay, Snake? And that's everything. I wrote down which door she went into and with whom. And I wrote what all the numbers were. So if you switch 9 in wherever there's a 6, the numbers don't work. If the digital root is 7, then you can't open door 4. If the digital root is 2, then you can't open door 8.
Clover, do you notice anything interesting on that list?
What do you mean?
You're talking about 3, right?
3?
Santa's always in the room with her. That's what you're saying, isn't it?
Yes, that's right.
What about it?
That's quite simple, really. You told me that the first time you came to this room, Santa was the first to refuse to leave June behind. Now, doesn't that beg the question why? Why would Santa do such a thing? The answer is easy. Because Santa can't open door 9 with only 7 in Lotus. Of course, there's only one reason for that. His number isn't actually 3. Santa's real number... 7? Would you be so kind as to modify my sister's equations?
Yeah, sure. This is what you were getting at, right, Snake?
Thank you.
Oh
exactly what I said.
man.
Santa's true number wasn't 3. It was 0.
No way.
0. The most important number in the game.
Santa is 0?
And June was 9, not 6. Conversely, Santa was 0, not 3. Plus 3 and minus 3, they cancel one another out. Nothing appears out of order.
Santa was still playing by the rules of the notary game this whole time.
Precisely.
So you're saying Santa planned this whole thing?
I'm not sure if he acted alone or not. But I think it is safe to conclude that he is 0. If my hypothesis is correct.
Snake's hypothesis. Something doesn't seem right. June's bracelet being flipped. Even if that were possible, that would mean there are 2 number 9 bracelets. And if that's the case,
All right, that's enough talking. Let's go. It's high time we went through that door.
Well, ladies and
It's right
gentlemen, it seems like that I'm gonna have to leave you alone for a little bit, because I think the door rang. So yeah, I'm sorry for that, but don't worry, we're gonna continue in a second. Maybe I'm not gonna be as lazy and cut this out, but yeah, depends how long I'm away. I'll be back in a second. So, hello, I apologize for this little downtime here. I think I will be too lazy to not cut this out because it was only 1 minute or something like that.
Oh. All right, let's keep going.
I think these stairs go to the bottom deck.
Looks dry.
Let's head down.
Hey, it's a...
This is the Neptune symbol. There must be a key around here somewhere.
Wait. No one was telling us that we have to go fucking searching for keys after we go through the number 9 door.
Neptune key. I only have the Uranus key card.
It's a different planet. Plus, it's the wrong kind of key.
Let's turn around and go back for now.
Yeah. Hey, another door.
By the way, ladies and gentlemen, let me actually do something here, because if I'm not 100% mistaken, something should have happened in the flowchart. Look at this shit! Do you see that? Yeah, ladies and gentlemen, with that, we freakingly unlocked the final path. And as you can see, it's quite a bit to go. Maybe some of you were thinking, oh man, the final path is only like one fucking thing. No, it's freaking 9 full segments. But yeah, I would say, let's go back to the game.
And a card reader this time.
It's the Uranus symbol.
This is the place.
What luck that we have the Uranus keycard. Oh.
Wow! It's totally full of books!
There's so many. I don't know where to look.
Alright, if we want to get through that door out there, we need the Neptune key. I say we split up and look for it.
Okay.
Very well.
Sure thing.
Good. Let's get started then. We don't have a lot of time. Hurry.
Well, ladies and gentlemen. Oh. Alice sleeps in a small chamber past the Forest of Knowledge. As he began his search, for reasons he didn't fully understand, Shunpei felt those particular words float through his mind. But yeah, ladies and gentlemen, it's once again time to freaking seek a way out. But yeah, welcome to the library, welcome to the Forest of Knowledge, I'm guessing. And yeah, there's a bit that we have to research here. I mean, there's a ton of books here. I mean, we could spend the rest of our lives just reading books in this fucking place, probably. But yeah, let's look here. There's a note on the table. Lights to the books. Huh? What does that mean? Interesting. Well, intelligence often hides itself in darkness. Have you ever thought about the pages of a book? Each page only sees what may be 2 or 3 minutes of light before the reader is on the next. They spend the rest of their lives locked in darkness. Rather like myself. That's horrible. Oh, don't get me wrong. I'm not complaining, not at all. I live in the darkness, yes. But it has gifted me with the ability to catch the truths others might miss. I can hear the voices hidden in the darkness, you might say. Well, it seems that we can't really pick up that note. There's a note on top of the table. It says lights to the books. Okay. So we can kinda guess that the books will be kinda important, but yeah, as you can see, it's books everywhere. The whole thing is full of books, 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 books. So... Ooh. We can actually zoom in here. I mean, there seem to be some books of interest. Let's go with this one. Automated robotic assembly line techniques. Huh. What's that? Some sort of comic book? Jeez, I guess boys really like that stuff, huh? No, you're thinking of a different sort of robot. This book is talking about automated machinery that used to build things like cars. Okay. What's that one called? It says Foundations of DNA and Genetic Engineering. Communications and Computer Science, huh? That's a pretty generic title. To be honest, it's so vague I don't really know what it might be about. An overview of photochemistry. I think whoever set this up wanted us to see the cover, not the spine. Let's look at it, okay? Well, looks like there's a whole lot of space behind these books. Look, Junpei. I think there's something hidden behind the books. We got a wonderful, powerful light bulb. This is a brand new light bulb. Looks like a pretty high wattage one too. Well, there goes the electricity costs. But yeah, let's check this side and see. This book is called Mind Swap. You mean you could like change bodies with someone? Well, I guess I wouldn't mind switching bodies with my brother or Junpei too much, but I'd rather die than let Seven switch with me. Man, poor Seven. What the hell? Like, I'd even want to swap bodies with a little brat like... Hey, were you just imagining it? You were. Shut up. Yeah, well, he wasn't the only one. Teletemporation and telepathy. What the hell is this one about? Well, I know what telepathy is, but I've never heard of teletemporation. It refers to having the ability to travel through time. Kitab al-Azif. Man, they've got some weird stuff here. I can't even pronounce this one. Who's that? Some famous guy? It's not a person's name, it's the name of a fictional book created by Abdul al-Hazred. It's said to be one of the sources used in the creation of the legendary Book of the Dead, the Necronomicon. Oh. I guess most people know the Necronomicon through Evil Dead. So these are all occult books and stuff. You know which game I kinda want to play? There was an Evil Dead game. I mean, there were quite a few Evil Dead games. But I think in around 2001 or something like that, there was like a Resident Evil style Evil Dead game. It was one of the worst games ever created. This one says The Golden Rabbit and the Moon on it. Does that mean it's about a rabbit that lives on the moon? Rabbits are pretty cute, but what's the moon stuff about? It's talking about a Judas tree that is said to grow on the moon according to Chinese legend. Okay, it seems that we didn't find anything behind these books. Oh, we still have a freaking goddamn wall here to look at. I mean, we have a lot of stuff to look at here, as you can see. I mean, look at this stuff. Oh! Energy theory, huh? I don't even understand the damn title. Looks like it shells all science and technology. Okay. Oh. Well, before we look at this, we should look at these things. This book says Mindswap on its spine. Sounds like a reality show. Wait, we had that one already. This book is called Teleportation. Oh, okay. Wait, wasn't I looking? Ah, okay, this one here. This right side is here, this left side, obviously. Because we are swapping our point of view. So yeah. We can check this one out. Okay, we have ERNL PEIUNEDB OHFB. Let's click on that stuff. What's the deal with these titles? They're all just gibberish. Hey, what if we like switch them around? Switch them around? Yeah. If we move them around, maybe it will spell something. Oh, I get it. Yeah, heck, it's worth a shot. Well, we can do it already? Okay, apparently I can do it already. Penis. Well, I guess with the first row I could make open. Yeah, open. No, that's not open. That's open. Open! Oh! Open here, find bulb. How about this? Looks like putting those books in the right order opened this thing right up. Hey, that was a piece of cake. Hooray! You did it, Junpei. I guess that turned out well enough. So the letters from the title spell out open here, find bulb. Well, we found yet another powerful light bulb. The light bulb looks like it's brand new. And it's really big, so it will make a lot of light. Well, remember about the darkness thingy. But yeah, is there a place where we can freaking put a light bulb in? We can still look at this shelf. The Black Hole Hypothesis. Gamma Ray Astrophysics. I guess this bookshelf has an astronomy theme. Okay. Well, there's freaking bookshelves here. A kid's book here. It looks like it's a children's story about Native Americans. Don't you think a random book like that is kinda suspicious? Maybe you ought to hold on to it. Well? Native Americans? Child's book? This one has some Native Americans on the cover. Hey Junpei, take a look at this one. Native Americans, huh? Maybe it's got some... Whoa! Well, it's a pop-up book with apparently some letters in it. What's that? This one's a... Wait, what? This one of them pop-up books. LRK. That doesn't mean anything. Does it? Well, you could make them KRL. Like curl or cow. Well, that's not really helping us a lot, I'm guessing. So yeah, it seems that we can go down. I mean, we can check out this freaking gate. This big opening is the door to the library. It's pretty impressive, almost looks like the door to a shrine or a church or something. There's another door after it, and then a passageway beyond it. At the end of the passageway is a door with that Neptune symbol engraved on it. Hurry up, we need to find the key with the mark of Neptune. Okay! This sounds like a job for the best brother and sister team in the world. Man, it's like Sarah and I don't even exist. Jealous there, Junpei? But yeah, it seems that we can go down. Ooh. Let's look around first before we do anything. I mean, this kinda looks suspicious. Oh man. That kind? What the hell is this? Wasn't that a German mathematician? Wait, it was? Maybe it's a compilation of his work. Okay. Owen, huh? Owen isn't enough to go on. Perhaps it's about the English Revolutionary? Leibniz. This book is in German. It looks like it's the complete works of something. I've never heard of it. Well, if Snake doesn't know what it is, I don't think we will ever know. Sheldrake. Sheldrake? Isn't Sheldrake... Well, let's actually check. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. I think we're not really missing any numbers here, so... I can't really think about anything to go on, so I would say we're gonna continue here. The Pythagorean Theorem. This is a famous one. Sounds like there are a number of math books in this section. Okay. Algebraic number theory. Math, huh? There's another one like that over here. You mean something like primary number theory, or analytical number theory, or geometry? Oh my gosh, how did you know? Nobody said anything about those. Well, number theories is usually split into 4 chief disciplines. If there was a book named Algebraic Number Theory, I took a wild guess that the other 3 would be there as well. Looks like I was right. Well, he is a smart dude. This one's Goldbruck's Conjecture. Conjecture? What's it about? Like magic or psychic stuff or something? Right, I bet it's about jewelry, isn't it? It may have an odd title, but it's actually a very respectable mathematics book. It deals with one of the unsolved problems of additive number theory. Sorry I said anything. Look, let's not get into this right now, okay? That's a weird book, Junpei. Indian mathematics. Haha, that's funny. Why is that funny? It says Riemann hypothesis. What is there to hypothesize about with a Riemann? Isn't it pretty straightforward? Heavens no, there are many factors. Length, curve, lubrication, or lack of... It's an exciting and rapidly growing field. Whoa. Well, I guess if you're blind, you have a lot of time to read books, or to feel books and read them like that. But yeah, this one looks interesting. Oh, look at this. This bookshelf has sort of a glass inlay. It's pretty big, but there's only 6 books in it. That seems kinda weird. Hey, it looks like there's something on the bottom. I can't really see it though, the glass is all foggy. Well... I mean, there has to be a place where we can put these light bulbs, maybe here? Ooh, but as you can see, it seems like... that we are missing something. There are dim lights on the floor. The dim lights are set at 3 points across the floor. Okay. It's a small enclosure with 9 sides. There are 3 of these things that looks kinda like music stands. Hey Junpei, you think maybe you're supposed to put those pop-up books on the stands? Then you could open them up. Oh yeah. If we do that, then we make a shadow on the bottom here. True, but there are 3 stands, right? We don't have enough picture books. Oh. In other words, we need 3 picture books. Well, can we put the light bulbs in? There are 3 lights in this thing. They aren't very bright though. Hey, didn't we find some kind of really powerful light bulb earlier? Why don't you put it into one of those lights? Yeah. Well, it will get a lot brighter, but... But if there are 3 lights, that means 3 light bulbs. There won't be much point unless we can replace all 3 bulbs. We need 3 light bulbs, huh? Okay, we need 3 light bulbs. Whew! There are books here in all sorts of languages. But there's something suspicious about the shelf on the left. Oh, the shelf on the left? This one? I mean, this one? Let's see what we've got here. So many books here. I wonder what this one's... Whoa, what's this? Warm. Wait, a light bulb? Oh. Sorry. Oh. No, I'm sorry. Hey, what's the deal with the sappy stuff? Oh, okay. Wait, the one on the... I mean... There are books here in all sorts of languages, but there's something suspicious about the shelf on the left. They don't mean this one. I mean, I can't really do anything here, can I? Can I just open this? No, doesn't look like it. Awesome, there's a lock on the glass door. Yep, won't budge. Okay. I mean, let's check out that stuff. Oh, okay. That one looks suspicious. Modern Japanese literature, huh? Okay, nothing. What's this? Origin of Japanese folklore. Looks like there are a bunch of books about Japanese culture. Japanese folklore is fucking interesting, I want to make that clear. Mostly ones about folklore, though. Well, folklore can cover a wide range of subjects. History, urban life, religious trends, environmental changes, oral traditions. Folklore can cover all those things, if you know where to look. This looks pretty deep. Okay, nothing here. Agriculture and historical organization and folklore. Organizations and folklore. Hey, there's another one of those picture books here. Something about these things feel kinda nice, you know? Brings back good memories. I guess even people like Seven were kids once. No shit, you little brat. Hey guys, cool it. Alright, I think I'm gonna take this picture book with me. Okay, we got 2 freaking light bulbs and 2 picture books. I've got a magic wand on it. It's got a magic wand on it. Okay. So, what's inside? Well, aren't you going to open it? Pretty sure it's just gonna have pages inside. Smarter. Whoa! Well, it's another one of these things. Looks like another pop-up book. This book has an S, an E, a dash, and the number 5 sticking out of it. I might be impressed if I was 5. S, E, dash, and 5. Okay. Do I have anything else here? Is this... Oh, this iron plate is bolted down. I don't think it's a door, I think it's just a wall. Okay. I mean, do we have anything else here besides this one? I don't really know what to do this one. I did check out these things. There are a bunch of important sounding books here with titles like Goldback's Conjecture. Yeah. I have a feeling I'm missing something. I mean, I can't place the picture books apparently. Is there anything... Let's go up one more time. Was I here? Yeah, that's the thing that I solved here. The problem is, yeah, I think I checked out that stuff here, did I? I think I checked all of this out. Paleontology, this one's about fossils, right? Okay, I did not. Ammonites are pretty nasty looking. Mother Nature. Is that some sort of book about hippie chicks? Probably not, except perhaps tangentially, it's most likely about environmental protection. Environmental protection. I was trying to make a joke. Dude, hippie chicks, really? This one says, transition of extinct species. We need to hurry it up or we're going to end up in the pages of a book like that. The Theory of Evolution. Heck, even I know this one. That Darwin guy, right? Well, yes and no. Charles Darwin wrote a book called On the Origin of the Species. In it, he put forth his theory of evolution. Yeah, I remember that part. He called it natural selection. Exactly. Introduction to Geology. Huh? Think about the Earth even when you're on the ocean. Wait, Thinking about the Earth, even when you're on the ocean. Kinda romantic in a way, I guess. Theories of the Cambrian explosion. Did a bomb go off near somewhere called Cambria? Wrong kind of explosion. Roughly 500 million years ago, during what is known as the Cambrian period, research suggests that the variety of living organisms increased by an order of magnitude. Why that happened is, however, still something of a mystery. There are a number of theories. This book is most likely a collection of them. Okay. But not really any... Did I check out that stuff? This book says Mindstorm. Yeah, we definitely checked out that stuff. I am definitely missing important parts of the puzzle, I would say. Let's go down one more time. I mean, I'm guessing I have to do something with that stuff, but I have absolutely no idea right now. This red book says that kind on it. This book says Owen. It's light blue. There's a yellow book with the word Libanus written on it, sitting on a bookshelf. It says Sheldrake on the spine of this book. It's got a volume number written on the lower part of the spine. I am really... Can I look at these books? There's a couple of books on a class shelf. Wait, I did that already. From left to right, they say Volume 6, 3, Volume 2, Volume 4, Volume 1, and Volume 5. Oh. Wait. The books on the class shelf are labeled 6, 3, 2, 4, 1, 5. Wait. Is that a number lock? God freaking damn it, of course. Of freaking course. Well, in the middle of the glass door is a cylinder lock. You know, the kind of lock when you rotate the numbers around until you've got the right one to open it. What the hell is this? It's like they just gave us the answer. Guess I might as well give it a shot. Well, let's give it a shot. It was 632415? 632415. Nicey McNicenstein. You did it, Junpei. Yay! I don't know why, but I don't really feel particularly happy about being praised for that. Whatever. At least the lock's open now. Let's see if we can get it open, alright? And we find a light bulb. That's the third light bulb. Feels like a light bulb. Pretty high wattage too, unless I miss my guess. This should generate quite a bit of light. Okay, let's see if we can put the light bulbs in here. Alright, so there are 3 lights in here. I'm gonna change these bulbs. Now they should... Whoa! Those light bulbs really make a difference. It's pretty bright in here now. Well, we put the light bulbs in, but I think we're still missing one pop-up book. I don't know if we can place them already. Let's try it out. If we put this picture book on top of these stands, maybe... But we still don't have enough picture books. God freaking damn it! I mean, it probably has something to do with this here. Can I click on the things? No. This red book says that kind on it. I can't really do anything here. It could be that I just missed... There are books here in all sorts of languages. I can't read them. That I just didn't check out all the sections here, you know. There are a bunch of important sounding books here with titles like Goldbeck's... Okay, we had that. There's a weird book here called Indian Mathematics. We had that. There are a number of other theory books along with the Riemann hypothesis. We checked that stuff out, did we? There are a bunch of books on old folklore and myth here. Oh, okay, there we go. This shelf has books on Japanese folklore and oral traditions. No, we had that. This one's a book on Japanese culture called Modern Japanese Literature. Yeah. There isn't a picture book on this shelf anymore. Okay. We checked out this one. Something behind here? No. Okay, I guess I have to go up one more time. It could be that I'm just missing a section somewhere. This bookshelf's full of books on science and technology. Things like energy theory. Did I check everything out here? This book says Mindswap, yeah. But let's just double check. Okay, the Golden Rabbit and the Moon. That was this section. This book's called, I think we had that too. Mother Nature, yes. This book looks pretty old. It's got Furious of the Cambrian Explosion, yep. Yeah. We got this side completely. That should be this side too, isn't it? Yeah. What means it's the left side here, but I'm pretty sure I checked out the left side here completely too. I'm missing one picture book. What is not really good right now? Did I check this side? Oh! This one! It looks just like that picture book from earlier. The one with the pop-ups. You think they're part of a series of something? They do have the same binding. Well, ladies and gentlemen, there it is. There's a baseball on this one. Come on, Shunpei, let's see what is in it. I'm gonna go out on a limb here and say it's probably baseball stuff. Whoa! Well, it's another one. Oh, it says head. This is a pop-up book. It's got the letters H-E-A-D popping out of it. Well, we got all the pop-up books. Took us a while, or took me a while. But better late than never. And I would say we're gonna pop the pop-up books right in here. It's a small enclosure with 9 sides. There are 3 of these things that look kind of like music stands. Okay, how about we try putting these picture books on a stand? Then... Oh, awesome! It looks like it worked. Way to go, Junpei. Good job, buddy. There's something projecting on the bottom. These letters, they seem familiar. Well, it's Sheldrake 5.
Sheldrake 5?
I think I saw the rest of this collection somewhere.
Yeah, I think it was somewhere around here.
Let's go take a look.
Okay.
Sheldrake.
Have you heard of him? Sheldrake, I mean.
Yeah, Lotus told me about him.
There's a British biochemist named Sheldrake. He has a rather interesting theory. Morphogenetic fields, which relies on the theory of morphic resonance.
Really? From Lotus, huh?
Well, Clover also said something to me about that stuff.
She did?
Yeah, what was it?
The ability to access a morphogenetic field is affected by a couple of things. The first is epiphany, and the other is danger.
That girl. I told her not to tell anyone.
Oh.
You did? Why?
Well...
Look, man, I didn't push it because we're in a hurry, but I'm kind of sick of this. How about you just tell me, okay?
Tell you what?
Don't give me that. About the experiment.
Ugh. Very well, fine. I'll tell you everything. But not here. Let's move to the top floor. I suppose I might as well start by telling you why I kept quiet, and why I made sure Clover did as well. To be honest, the explanation is quite simple. Zero told me not to. I had little choice. He didn't walk up and tell me, of course. He gave me a message engraved on a card.
That's a Braille card. It looks just like the one you showed us earlier. So you had 2 cards?
No, only one.
Huh? What do you mean? I thought that card just had some rules for the nonary game on it.
Yes, it did. And those were the rules I read you. However, they were not the only thing on the card. There was something I didn't read. Well, perhaps I should say there was something I couldn't read.
And that was?
Tell no one of the events that took place 9 years ago. Tell, and I activate your sister's detonator.
Damn.
It's a threat on our lives.
Oh. Well,
Well, you told me now, so... Does it make boom?
Well, what about Clover? Did she get a message from Zero too?
I don't believe she did. But doesn't it strike you as strange that Zero would shut my mouth, but not hers?
Yeah.
To be on the safe side, however, I told her it was best not to tell anyone. Still, apparently she told you. That girl.
What's wrong with her telling me? I figured some stuff out with the things she told me. I mean, it looks like the whole activate her detonator thing was just a bluff.
And now we hear explosion.
She's prancing around downstairs happy as a clam now that you're back.
That's very true. I've decided I can trust you. I've decided to tell you the truth. The chance that Santa is Zero is very high.
Yep.
I feel I can assume Santa doesn't have the time to observe us at the moment. And at any rate, even if he were, I very much doubt he would kill us.
Why?
Clover told me about the four-leaf clover, about the words. If he knew about that, then he was in my group during the first experiment. I'm sure of it. He wouldn't kill us, no matter what the situation was.
Hey, Snake?
Yes, I know. You want to know what happened during the experiment.
Yeah.
How much do you know?
Clover told me about...
I see. The morphogenetic field in the experiments 9 years prior. How the experiments had taken place simultaneously at 2 locations, one being the ship and the other being a building in Nevada. And the girl that died during the experiment. She told you all that, did she? At any rate, I now know how much you've learned. All that remains for us to determine
is who did this and why, right?
Yes.
Can you tell me what happened?
Yes. The people who organized the initial experiment were from a company called Cradle Pharmaceuticals.
Umbrella.
There were 4 of them running the show. Gentaro Hongo,
Well, we definitely know who that one is.
Nagisa Nijisaki, Teruaki Kubota, Kagechika Musashido. Hongo was the CEO of Cradle Pharmaceuticals. Nijisaki was his right-hand man and did the lion's share of the planning. Kubota led the company's research and development division. Musashido was their majority stockholder.
Some of them are kinda looking... I don't know. I mean, we don't really see their faces, but... if you pay close attention, not only Gentaro, that we obviously know already, but there's some other people that we maybe encountered already, I'm not sure.
It was these 4 people who planned the initial experiment. Let me simplify it for you. Hongo designed it, and Nijisaki put it all together. Kubota developed the technology required, and Musashido provided the cash.
So it's Hongo, Nijisaki, Kubota, Musashido...
Of course, more than 4 people were required to conduct an experiment of this scale. To that end, they organized a top-secret team to assist them with their research. All in all, they gathered 10 people or so. Those 10 completed their team, and they were able to begin the project. They named it the Nonori Project. The purpose of the experiment was to research the prospect of controlling a human mind through sheer will. The vessel, I suppose you could say, for this control was the morphogenetic field. Why did the glycerin suddenly begin to crystallize? Why did the crystal structure of EDT undergo a sudden change? Why did the rats improve their puzzle-solving skills with each generation? Experiments with humans produced the same results. The more people who knew the answer to a question, the more there were who could answer correctly without having seen the problem before. Why is that? How could it happen? The answer is that the shape of the answer has been stored in a field invisible to the naked eye. And through that field, the resonant event transmits information related to that answer. That's essentially the idea behind morphogenetic fields.
but that's just a theory.
Can't bring yourself to believe it?
Yeah.
Let's say someone killed another person because the devil told them to do it. Whether the devil exists or not has no relevance to the murder. They believe the devil exists. Whether or not he does is immaterial.
So what matters here is that Hongo believed in the morphogenetic field.
That's right.
But I still don't get it. You said they wanted to figure out how to control people, right? That is what you were saying.
Yes.
So how are they going to do that with a morphogenetic field?
I'll keep it simple. Let's suppose 10,000 people have solved a certain problem. The chance of you knowing that answer, even if no one has told you, will go up. Let's have another example, shall we? Say 1 million people were to do a handstand right now. Tomorrow, the chances of you doing a handstand would be higher, even if you had heard nothing of this hypothetical mass handstand. Mankind's thought process and actions are all part of a resonant event. All of the resonant events encoded in the fields are projected onto you. Of course, this assumes you believe in this theory. Do you follow so far?
Yeah.
Now, if there was a person who had the same effect as those millions of people, what would happen? If that one person were to do a handstand, other people would find themselves wanting to do handstands as well. Can you imagine what a person with powers like that would be able to do?
Come on, there's no way.
I'm not done. Imagine another scenario. Imagine another person. This is an ordinary person. Let's say he does a handstand. What if there was someone who could grab the resonant event he created by doing that and use it to make other people do handstands? What would happen then? A person who has the power to write to the field and someone who can read from the same. You could think of them as the writer and the reader, or the transmitter and the receiver. What would the world be like if there were people with abilities like these?
So the transmitter's resonant event can be transmitted through the field and sent to the receiver. And then the transmitter can control the receiver however they wish. That's what you're saying, right?
Yes. Close enough, at least.
Come on, that's just crazy.
Well, if you want to prove that, then you'll have to test it first. At least, that was how they thought. That was why they decided to do their experiment. That was how the Nonary Project began. By the way, Junpei, have you ever heard of the Gansfeld experiment?
Yeah, that was an experiment in telepathy, right? You place a pair of subjects in separate rooms. Then you show one a picture and ask the other what they see.
Interesting. I'm impressed. Yes, that is exactly correct.
So, why did you bring up the Gansfeld experiment?
It was used to screen subjects for the Nonary Project. The hospital in a remote town was affiliated with Cradle Pharmaceuticals. Hongo used it to conduct experiments on visiting children in secret. Some of them, he found, had potential. He began to gather children that showed promise. Children that seemed as though they might be able to access the field. Of course, none of them volunteered. They were kidnapped. There were 9 pairs of siblings taken, for 18 children total. For reasons that were not fully understood at the time, each pair had 1 transmitter and 1 receiver. They were split perfectly. As such, the 18 children were split into 2 groups of 9. The children who were put into Group Q were the ones who excelled at transmitting. They were transferred to the mock experiment building known as Building Q in the Nevada desert. The children who excelled at receiving were put in Group A. Group A was then placed on the former hospital ship Gigantic. From the experiments he had conducted so far, Hongo had learned the following. There are 2 things that can increase one's resonance with the fields. The first is epiphany. The other is danger. Have you ever been faced with an especially difficult problem and thought about it very long and very hard until finally an answer suddenly appeared in your mind? It may seem obvious to say so, but that is what is meant by epiphany. The information obtained through that epiphany can be easily transmitted through the fields, where it can be easily interpreted. Adding danger to that equation allows for even easier field access. That's where Hongo came in. They set up a number of puzzles across the Gigantic. The participants had to solve each one before they could move to the next room. Of course, he hadn't forgotten to include danger. He had detonated a bomb on the hull of the Gigantic. The children in Group A were forced to play the nonary game as the ship sunk. By forcing the children into a life-or-death situation, Hongo hoped to increase the likelihood of their tapping into the fields. The children from Group Q, on the other hand, were confined to the mock experiment building, Building Q. Building Q duplicated the interior and puzzles of the Gigantic exactly. Every detail was exactly the same. Hongo explained the situation to the children in Group Q. Solve the puzzles you find throughout the rooms. When you have the answers, transmit that information to the children in Group A. If you succeed, they will be able to solve the puzzles and escape. But if you fail, then the Gigantic will sink, and your brothers and sisters will drown. Those were his orders. Do you know why the astronauts of Apollo 13 were able to return to Earth safely? It was because NASA had access to a replica of the Apollo 13 capsule. All of the equipment, the instruments, everything. All of it identical. Everything was just like the real Apollo 13. NASA was able to replicate the situation the astronauts found themselves in. By putting themselves in the same situation, they attempted to solve the problems the astronauts were dealing with. Once they found solutions, they reported their findings to the men aboard the actual capsule. That was how they were able to return safely. It was the same with the Gigantic in Building Q. The children from Group Q had to use the power of Epiphany to solve the puzzles they found and transmit what they learned through the fields. The children in Group A, however, they had to access the fields to learn how they might advance to the next stage. That is the simplest explanation I can manage.
Huh.
Hey, Junpei, Snake! How much longer are you two gonna sit around on those bony asses? Get down here already!
He's right. Let's go, shall we? We don't have much time. We need to get out of here, and soon.
Hold it. There's one more thing I want to ask you. Are you sure that there were 18 kids?
Why?
Well, I thought it was only 16.
Oh, yes. That was what they said on the news, wasn't it? Yes, I have no doubt that 18 children were abducted and used in Hongo's experiment. After all, you couldn't exactly play a nonary game with any less, could you?
Well, yeah, but are you saying that the news got it wrong?
Yes, I am. There were 2 more children. However, they had no relatives that I'm aware of. I imagine no one filed a police report when they went missing. They were brother and sister, like Clover and I. The brother's name was Aoi. The sister's name was... Her name was Akane.
Well, I mean, yeah, I think I shouldn't say anything. And yeah, I think I'm making the worst thing ever that you can do right now. Because we're gonna save now, ladies and gentlemen, and we went into way too much overtime already. We kinda had like a 15-minute history session right now about the experiments, and I was not saying something in purpose. I really loved how Snake was like saying, yeah, that was like the easiest and best way possible I was able to sum things up. But yeah, we learned a lot, and we got an interesting name now out of Snake. Whew. There is definitely some crazy shit going on, ladies and gentlemen, as you can see. And yeah, I know this is cruel, but we made overtime anyway already. We had 1 hour and 15 minutes. So if you want to know what's gonna happen, as always, you have to wait a day and see what's going to happen on the next episode of 9 Hours, 9 Person, 9 Doors. I kinda have, once again, goosebumps. Thank you very much for your time, and I will see you on the next episode.